This is TNC, All Things Cards. We're back. It's been almost a month exactly from the time we're recording this, since Evolving Skies is right around the corner. Comes out on Friday, the 27th of August. Way too excited, but of course, before we can get into that, we have Adam grabbing some items, possibly moving some stuff. How have you been, Adam?
Hey man, it was a phone alarm. Don't worry about it. I gotta take my vitamins. um, be strong, boy. Life's good, got some new stuff going on at work, so that's always nice. Making a bit more money now, so that's nice. Pokemon card life has been quiet for me. Been trying to not buy individual cards because one, Evolving Skies, obviously. I had to go big on that. So that was a lot of money. And then two, celebrations. I had to go big on that as well. So that was a lot of money. So, yeah.
It's funny how you and I, we've done a complete 180. When we got into collecting, well, you've, of course, been into it since last, summer. But when I joined into it, you were super into collecting singles, getting all that kind of stuff. I was all about trying to find vintage packs and booster boxes to open, all that good stuff. I was always at Target, Walmart, every couple days trying to find good product. And you've done the flip, where I have two booster boxes of Evolving Skies, and I think I'm going to do some events with them for ripping packs and all that good stuff to have the fun of seeing what was there. But it's going to feel bad when I pull the Dragonite and it won't be for myself, but best case scenario is I move everything and now I could just buy the Dragonite and have some little extra money on the side. I've gotten really into buying singles, though. As you can see now, that whole top row and portion of the second row are all my own cards I've bought over the last couple weeks. And on the far left, though, there's the Doug Trio and Kingdra that I got for my girlfriend and Adam right next to... Right there, of course. And I love them, man. I'm glad I finally started to spoil myself a little bit, buy some really cool cards. I got a really cool T-Tar coming in a couple days, Delta Species, stamped, PSA 9. It's going to be hype. So hype. But yeah. Adam, before we fully dive into talking about the sets today, you did mention you have a lot of product coming. Myself, I just have two booster boxes and I think 2 or 4 ETBs. What do you have?
Oh boy. Alright, well, for Evolving Skies, I have pretty much one of every product. So, I have a whole booster. I have each of the different art ETBs. I also have each of the different art Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. Oh gosh, what other products are in this set? There was no mini tins. Build and battle boxes. I have one single build and battle box, but I also did get the big build and battle stadium box.
That's
and
right.
I think if I remember correctly, that comes with 4 build and battles in it. Might only be 2, might only be 3, I don't know, but somewhere between 2 and 4. And then I have the 3-pack blisters. I had to get those because there's a Umbreon promo card in there. So I think that's everything. So
Yeah, it is 2 build and battle boxes.
Okay, yeah. So there's that. And then for celebrations I did a lot more. I did... Well, they also had more variety and options, but I did 4 of the mini tins. I did a 25th anniversary collector's chest. I did the Pikachu figure box. I did the Pikachu V Union box. The Dragapult box, the Charizard box, the Sylveon box, the Zacian pin box. I was able to secure the Ultra Premium Collection box, which is mega hype. Gosh, that's gonna be so fun to open. As well as the ETB. There's no booster box for the set, so not an option. And to my knowledge, there's no Pokemon Center exclusive of the ETB, but there's still a chance that they release one. So fingers crossed, we'll see. And then GameStop this week is having an exclusive 25th Celebrations Pokemon product, which I'm going to try and secure. So I'll have all of that.
Hell yeah, definitely have a lot of stuff coming in. That's super exciting. I'm definitely a little jealous. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff you're gonna get to have there, but I'm sure you'll hopefully you get some of the rips you're wanting. I know there's some cards we'll talk about today that fingers crossed you can pull. But before we can dive into that, we do have to talk about just the entire set as a whole. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on screen for all of you to kind of see what I'm looking at as well, so you can all kind of go through as we chat about it. Adam, do you have any specific spots that you would like to start for this set?
Oh boy. So, I feel like we just kind of go from like expensive down. I don't know. It's really hard to judge the cards' prices right now because it is still technically pre-release when we're discussing it. Like, a lot of people have gotten their products early, or they pulled it from the build and bottle box. But technically, the set still isn't official for 3 more days from recording. So prices are a little hit or miss. But I think to start, let's go ahead. Let's talk about what apparently right now is the most expensive card, and we'll work our way down.
Okay. Of course, you know, starting at the most expensive, we thought,
guessed it?
Yeah, we thought this is going to be even a little more breaking than it actually is, apparently. But of course, it's the Rayquaza VMAX alternate art. It's insane. You know, I'll be honest. I'm never a huge Rayquaza fan myself for the arts, but this one is nuts, and it's. I would love to hear your thoughts for it, being the Rayquaza fan.
Yeah, so one, it's the VMAX form, so it's this giant boy. Like, he's already a big boy, but he's even more giant. And then on top of that, he is just soaring over this little town / ruins, and it's just a beautiful scene. You have all of this green forestry, which just looks so good with, of course, his green like tone. And then on top of that, behind him, you just have this very pretty and faint mountain, which just blends in with that sky and those clouds so well. The art on this card is just gorgeous.
You know, you definitely hit a lot of great points there, and there is a lot that you'll miss if you don't pay attention. I never noticed the mountains until, honestly, just then. But yeah, that is definitely the card of the set right now. Some people who maybe don't love Rayquaza, who are more of Eevee fans, I'll say they do have a great counter card to that, and that is the Umbreon VMAX. This is one of the cards that when we saw the art come out, we thought it was fake, because just how great it is. This is just absolutely gorgeous. You have the city in the background, the lights kind of just hitting right off of the sea, and then just Umbreon on this giant tower reaching up to the moon. And this might be one of my favorite arts I've seen in a very long time. It's just remarkable what they were able to do with the Eevees in this set, I do have to say.
Gorgeous card. You know, the fact that you got that beautiful, it's not only just a night sky, but I can't think of the proper term, but it's in like the Arctic or something, but like that like rainbowy like veil. You know what I'm talking about?
Aurora Borealis, however you say it.
Yeah, I think that's the proper term. So it even has that kind of like tone to it in the sky, how it's like rainbowy, and you see like a nice mixture of like some greens, some pinks, some yellows, the blues. Like the coloring was just done so well.
Yeah, I can definitely agree there. Are there any other cards in the top portions that you want to dive into right now outside of the big two? From kind of the alt art portions, or do you want to save those for your favorite cards that we're going to talk about today?
I feel like I could just quickly bring up 2 more, just because they're alt arts and they're beautiful. The other one being the Glaceon VMAX alternate art. Yeah, it is another one of like the higher up pricey ones, and this one's fun because I love those alternate arts that include a bunch of other Pokemon in them. And we get to see that again with this Glaceon, where it's in a nice forest, it's clearly like summer slash fall, but it's obviously nothing should be frozen, right? But because it's Glaceon, it's VMAX, it's frozen this pond, and all of these Pokemon are getting to enjoy that. You get to see a Feebas way in the back who's like, hey, you're about to kill me, stop freezing my home. And then you have the little baby Eevee kind of like looking up and trying to play with this big old Glaceon. You have Meryl, who's playing with its evolved form, Azumarill. And then you have Pancham and Pikachu who are playing together, but Pancham looks like he slipped, and Pikachu's like, oh no! So like, it's just a lot going on, and it's really fun to see those like playtime arts with a bunch of Pokemon.
I can definitely agree. They did it great in the last set as well with the Tornadus V alt art, and then also the it was one of the Calyrex cards, the ice one, like on the lake, and you had a bunch of Pokemon right in front of him as well, which is really cool. So they did it again. They crushed it, and the Glaceon one is fantastic. What was the other one you wanted to bring up though?
The other one was just going to be more of like the mid-tier pricing, still pretty expensive, but it's the Espeon V alternate art. Just because it's so simple, but it has a lot of detail as well.
Yeah.
You have this normal Espeon sitting on this like, you know, elegant or fancy chair, and because Espeon is more of like an elegant Pokemon, in the anime it's more snobby, kind of stuck up, and that really represents itself well in here. How it's like it thinks it's smart, it's better than the others, it's a psychic Pokemon, you know, and you can see it on this, you know, expensive chair, clearly in an expensive home with a massive library, and there's just like small details that are fun in here. I mean, you got a little desk with some paperwork and a globe on it, but then you have these books that if you pay close attention to, one of them's got a cute little Ditto on it, and the other one has a picture of Eevee's face on it, and then some have like a sun or a moon. So it's just those small details. Plus, it's kind of like eerie in there as well. You can tell that they did the lighting properly because near the bookcase is just that little hanging lantern. And you can see that it is brighter on that portion of the card, whereas you stem away towards the bottom right, it's darker. So they did the shadowing really well, too.
Oh, yeah. They did a great job with all the alt arts in this set. That's one thing I will mention. I'm very happy that they did bring back again the alt art Pokemon. They've kept going since, what, Battle Styles now? Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, and now we're here pretty much for Evolving Skies. So it's great to see them continue those. There are a lot in this set, and it's definitely going to be exciting to see what you can possibly pull out there. But outside of the VMAX, alt arts, all that stuff, anywhere else you'd like to go ahead and take this? Are there any other commons, uncommons, just kind of regular Vs, VMAXs, and full arts?
Well, from there, I mean, obviously all the regular, like, half art EV Vs, like Evolution Vs, are going to be great. The three birds, the Galarian versions of the birds, have hollows, which is really fun. And then there's also the Build and Battle box that stamped hollows of the birds, which is fun. Otherwise, I think that's really about it that I'm hyped for. Obviously, the Eevees, the Rayquazas. Are there any other ones that you're pretty hyped for, even though they're like maybe on the cheaper or more common end?
You know, the Entei is really cool in the set, and then I'm always stoked for more Suicune cards as well. The dogs are my favorite. I just actually got a wherever. Oh, here it is. Suicune GX PSA 9 card. Got this for like 15 bucks. So I was like, all right, yeah. I love seeing more and more Suicune stuff come in. The full arts are great. I really love the what they've been doing a lot more recently, where it's just like a solid color with the Pokemon right smack in the middle. They did a great job with the Jolteon V, the Espeon V, Flareon, all the Eevee Vs, and the Suicune V full art is nuts. But yeah, there's a great selection of Pokemon. Not only did they give us, of course, all the Eevees a little bit of love here and there, they gave us some Dragon Pokemon with Dragonite, and Gyarados is as close as you get to a dragon. Is Gyarados like officially? I don't think he is officially a dragon Pokemon, right? I know he can learn some dragon moves, but
the fun thing with Gyarados is I believe oh, you know what? I don't think he ever becomes dragon, because there is his Mega Evolution, but for some reason I'm looking it up real quick. I don't think it actually gets the dragon typing. So Gyarados is just water flying. But when it mega evolves, it goes water dark. That's what it is. So it loses the flying type. So, but yes, it can learn the dragon type moves like Dragon Rage, Dragon Tail, stuff like that. So I can see why he's in the set.
Before we get to our top 3 cards of the set, what is a Pokemon that you're upset that did not get any representation in Evolving Skies? Any dragons out there or any other smaller cards you could think of that would have been cool to still throw in the set? Because, of course, you know, Garbodor or Noivern, I don't think have any sort of dragon-esque capability to them, but I could be wrong. Any other ones out there, though?
But, you know, I get it. Those cards, or those Pokemon don't get a lot of love, so obviously the fans of those Pokemon, they deserve the love eventually, so that's cool. We actually discussed it earlier. You know, we saw that Entei and Suicune are in the set, but where's Raikou? Where's that Raikou love?
Yeah,
it's been a hard life for Raikou. I feel like he's actually got a lot of fans, so I don't know what they're doing. Maybe he'll be big in the next set or 3. I don't know, but I'm hoping for some Raikou love. Give us like a Raikou alternate art. That'd be cool. Otherwise, dragon type Pokemon in general, I know that there's one that you're kind of disappointed you didn't see in here.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I really just wanted Rayquaza, and I did get him, obviously. So I don't think I have any complaints.
That's understandable. For me, it's got to be Flygon. Flygon is my yeah. Outside of Dragonite, Flygon is my favorite dragon type Pokemon. It's been a long time since we've gotten like enough love, I feel, for that one. Some alt art would have been really sweet. I'm trying to think if there's anything else dragon wise. Ampharos. How did we not get like a Mega Ampharos in this? I guess they didn't do any Mega Pokemon, right? But would have been cool.
Yeah.
Would like to see an Ampharos because, you know, we got a Flaffy stamp card, Flaffy, and I mean Ampharos has like a holo card in this set and the previous set. Give me a new V card or a V Max card. I need a alt art Flygon and an alt art Ampharos in my life at some point. So fingers crossed for that.
I still can't believe they did Flaffy for the stamp and not Ampharos. Make no sense.
Yeah, I can agree. The Flaffy's cute. I really do enjoy it, as you all can see. I really needed the Flaffy promo. But Ampharos would have been cooler. I can definitely agree.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's go ahead and jump into our top 3 favorite cards of the set. I'll go ahead and start us off with... I'll start at the bottom of mine. As you know, I did just mention I do love Dragonite. And the Dragonite V full art card, that one's just really adorable in my opinion. I really like the stance that he's got going on. He's kind of got like a little fierce face, but then also kind of like putting his hand up is like, you know, pointing out to the crowd or something. I really enjoy this card a lot, and the coloration behind him, it being red, orange, and yellow, you would think it would be too much, but they did it well. The swirl that they got going on through the bottom up to the top of the card was very well placed, and that card is just gorgeous. What is your third card out of yours that you're excited for?
Yeah, that would actually be the gold or secret rare Crystal Cave trainer card. And my reasoning for this, and you're probably like, Adam, there's better gold cards out there. What are you doing? There's not, okay? Hear me out. It's one of the cheaper cards, I don't know why. But look at that stadium, look at that field. It is gorgeous. You have the gold outline through all of these crystals. You have this beautiful blue and white light beaming down to the center of the stage. Imagine being at this field in real person and how gorgeous this would look with all of these different colored crystals. You got the pinks, the greens, the purples, the blues, and it's just so colorful. It's just, oh, it's beautiful.
I think that is the best gold in this set, I'll be honest. That is a great gold card. Funny enough, I think that, and I'm going through them at the moment. Tough Field Stadium is neat. In full face guard. I don't know why I love that one. The color in that is really cool too. I'm not a huge fan of the gold Pokemon in this set, to be honest. I've never cared for Cresselia or Frostlass, and Inteleon's alright, but no, Crystal Cave's dope. I definitely don't hate that choice there. The next one I'm going to be bringing up for us, though, is, I think, one of the most interesting, honestly almost terrifying cards that we've seen in Pokemon in a while, and it's the Noivern V alt art. It's almost like a Batman-esque pose, dropping down from a skyscraper or something to attack some bad guys, and I just love this card. It's very cool with the lights and the somewhat city look out there too.
It's gorgeous, 100%. Like, whoever thought of that art, genius.
Yeah, I 100% agree. What's your next one on there?
Yeah, my number 2, oddly enough, over the Umbreon VMAX, I actually prefer the Umbreon V alternate art.
That's so VMAX crazy for me to hear.
I know, the VMAX is gorgeous, but if you look at this V card, you have this dark-type Pokemon, Umbreon, standing fiercely as a leader in front of these other Pokemon in the night. You have a Grimmsnarl, you have a Pinsir. I really can't tell what the other 1 or 2 are in there, but those are the ones that do like really stand out. But he just looks fierce. You can tell that he is like, hey, look up to me. I am the one who will lead this group. I know what the business is. You have this bright blue, sorry, not bright blue, this bright moon behind him, which is just emphasizing that he is the night or moon Pokemon. And then you just got this nice like cobblestone-ish brick alleyway. So it's really nice. It's just such a good art.
I mean, I'll agree with you. This one's better, in my opinion, than the VMAX. I just know how hyped you were about the VMAX and how you needed to get it, how you needed to have it. And it was just so weird when you brought this one up, because I did not think that would be the next one you talk about. But yeah, it's fantastic. My third one, as you would imagine, I've already talked about Dragonite in this set. This Dragonite V alt art. It's one of the cutest cards I think I've ever seen before. It's just Dragonite chilling, sleeping on a cloud, yawning. He's probably just waking up. You got some Fearos and Spearows in the background, which they're all right. But then you got just a really, really beautiful scenery in the background of some like moss and stuff on some like ruins and pillars back there. And all in all, this has to be one of my favorite cards I've seen in the last... Ooh, this and T-Tar. This and the Tyranitar V alt art. These have to be my 2 favorites. I just love Pokemon that are like sleeping. They're just adorable. But yeah, the Dragonite V alternate art, killer card. Absolutely. I wonder what Adam's last card is.
Yeah, I wonder. The fun thing with that art is that it actually kind of, in my opinion, ties in with my number 1, which is the Rayquaza VMAX alternate art. We already went into depth about it, so we're not going to redo that. But if you actually kind of pay attention, and maybe I'm just, I'm going too much into it, and I'm totally out of the zone here, but Dragonite in his V alternate art kind of looks like maybe he's at the same place that Rayquaza VMAX is.
I can agree there.
It looks kind of like the similar region, so I think that's kind of fun.
I can definitely agree there. There's a lot of cool stuff they've done with the arts in this set. Our top 3, I think both of us had some great choices. Of course, you had the Rayquaza VMAX, the Umbreon V, and then the Crystal Cave, right? Crystal Cave is what it's called?
Yes, sir.
Then I had the Dragonite V full art, the Dragonite V alternate art, and then the Noivern V alternate art. But yeah, definitely some great cards in this set. Now, what is the most underrated card in this set?
This was, at first I was like, man, how do I pick an underrated card? Because I feel like almost all these cards that I really love are going to get love. But then I was like, you know what? I bet this one will make sense, and people are going to be like, ew, why? The gold secret rare lightning energy. And I know what you're thinking. That's lame, but it's not. Hear me out. The gold and on the yellow is so clean. It looks so good. Because most gold energy cards, they look good. I mean, this set also has the steel and the dark energy gold card. But there's no way you can convince me that yellow on yellow or gold on yellow, however you want to look at it, isn't clean. It's beautiful.
No, I can definitely understand that. Definitely not a bad choice there. I've never been huge in the energy card secrets, but you know, it's not a bad choice. I can understand the gold and yellow there is definitely pretty cool. So now that we talked about the gold secret energy of lightning energy, we're gonna go ahead and discuss my choice, which is the Duraludon V alternate art. This card is just so freaking cute. You guys know how I am. I love cute cards. Got Duraludon here, Pokemon I really don't care about. Just hanging out, getting some food, looking down at it. Looks like he's just ready to munch into that food. And it's just so, so good. I just love everything about this card. The detail with the food is great. And just, I don't know, Pokemon. Is that Rotom? I never know it.
That would be a Rotom.
Okay.
Technically, it's a Rotom phone, to be more specific.
Well, there we go. We got this Rotom phone just chilling there as well. Big old looks like smile with him just because of the circle on his face. But I love everything about this card. The trainer in the back's really cool. And another one that the alternate arts just keep killing it every single set. I truly, truly hope that they do continue to do these alternate arts throughout the sets. But yeah, those are our two most underrated cards in the set that we think aren't getting enough love or probably won't get enough love. And speaking of cards that aren't going to get enough love in English, potentially, is there's 90 of them. 90 cards that were cut from the set. 80 of which are common, uncommon, regular, rare type cards. And then 10 of them are alternate art cards or rainbow trainers or regular trainers. And it's crazy to think that they would take away 10 cards that are big hitters. Now, Adam, there is one card that I know for sure. I need to actually pull that list back up. There's one card that is an uncommon or common that you're very upset that they removed. Not because even you probably wanted to have it, because you thought it was just one of the funniest cards you've ever seen in your entire life, apparently.
No, I'm upset because I do want to have it. I actually have a binder full of like normal commons, uncommons, regular rares that I love their art either because it's funny or it's good looking. And I am upset that this was cut from the English. It is that poor looking Wigglytuff. I hope you have that on screen and you have it blown up.
I do.
Look at that. It's like the most shocked looking thing in the world. Plus, it's also one of my art styles that I collect. Every time I find a card in this art style where it looked like it was like knit, I always actually binder it, even if it's a Pokemon I hate, because I just love this art style. So, art style I love, and it's derpy as hell looking.
It's so derpy.
So good. When I first saw that, I died laughing. And what about you? Any commons that you're like, wish that didn't get cut?
Yeah, and it's funny because I just love fighting Pokemon. You know how, a lot of you know how I am. I mean, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Machamp. I actually don't have any Hitmonlees yet, but I got Machamp, I got a bunch of Hitmonchan graded cards now, but Hariyama, really neat looking card. Very kind of a lame Pokemon. No, yeah, I gotta say, like, not a very exciting Pokemon, especially out of all the fighting Pokemon. But the art is really neat. He's smashing the ground and like an earthquake, shattering all of the ground he's standing on, which is really cool. And I like the art style with like it looks like his hands are moving, which is really cool as well. So I can appreciate that art for a, it probably would have been a regular rare, I'm assuming, at that point. But yeah, very, very neat looking card, and fighting Pokemon I'm always going to side with a lot. Now, before we decide which ones are the ones we are upset for, the big ones that are being missed, you'll go ahead and get to see them on screen now. Here are the 10 cards, full art, rainbow, or alternate arts that were cut from the English portion of the set. I don't know all the trainer names, so I do apologize. But of course, we do have the Flareon V alt art, we have the Jolteon V alt art, the Vaporeon V alt art, and the Espeon V Max alt art card. And then we have 3 rainbow trainers, 3 full art regular trainers as well. Adam, which one are you most upset that got cut?
For me, it's going to be the Vaporeon V alternate art. It was kind of hard to choose. It definitely wasn't going to be one of the trainers, but it was hard to choose between all the Eevees there.
Yeah.
But after looking at the Vaporeon one a bit more, it's just such a like nice, calm, relaxing looking scene that's going on. And you can tell that most of Vaporeon is submerged underwater, but they did the art really nicely where you can also really notice the parts that aren't underwater, and they did that like shading really well. On top of that, you have all of this gorgeous, like, I don't even know the proper terminology, but plant life, like, water plant life growing around it with these nice vibrant colors. And then I thought this was really cute, but look at that little smile it has. That is adorable. Look at that. So it had to be that one.
I'm not gonna blame you. Not gonna blame you at all. It is tough to choose which one is the one that I'm gonna miss the most. Fingers crossed that we do actually get these down the line, maybe in some sort of promo tin or something like that. But Flareon, that Flareon is so adorable, and it's funny because Flareon, like, as much as I hate to say, is probably one of my least favorite Eevee cards. But there's so much with this card. First off, it's cozy. You got Flareon chilling up right next to the fire, the little derpy face going on. Love it. But then in the top left, you'll be able to see it. You have the Eevee little picture framed. You have a Flareon sleeping picture framed. You got the clock. You have a little bit of extra stuff, decorations up there. A little bit of a cobweb in the fireplace. It looks like. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking that's something else in the. It could be the lighting potentially.
I think that's just the curvature of the.
Yeah, which would make sense. Got some like yarn, like maybe Flareon was knitting over there, maybe writing a little poem down in the bottom right. Got some coffee, and then the Pokemon like floor spread at the bottom as well with the Pokeballs on there. It's a lot of great stuff going on in this card, and it really kills me. I'll be honest, if this doesn't come out in Evolving Skies, I will get this as a Japanese card. I just need that alt art, and yeah, it's just a fantastic card, truly.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm really glad that you brought up the ledge above the fireplace, because those pictures are adorable and they tell a story. You can see the small one as that was Flareon as an Eevee before the evolution, and then you have just the cute, updated, here's the Pokemon now as a Flareon, just sleeping on that chair, looking adorbs.
Yeah, there's a lot of fantastic things that sadly we're going to have to miss here. Just showing those cards one more time for us. A Jolteon is really cool too. It's almost like a superhero Jolteon-esque looking thing. And then the Espeon just sleeping up on the giant house and like a Renaissance time area is very neat. But I think that's going to wrap it up for us.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we have. Yeah, so, let us know how you guys feel about the 90 cards in total being cut. Realistically, obviously only 10 of them are the full arts or rainbow rares. Mostly that's probably what you're going to care about. But check out the other 80, commons, uncommons, regular rares, because some of them do have some really good arts. There were actually 3 of them in total that I had to try and choose just one from. So let us know which of those you're like, I hope that it somehow comes out in English, or you know what, it's not in English, so I'm definitely going to get it in the Japanese set. We want to know.
Yeah, just like Adam said again, thank you so much, and let us know. Reach out to us on the Nerd Chambers, Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to find all of our content, we do have TNC movie nights, or just want to see about anyone of TNC, thenerdchambers.com. And you can go check out our past shows as well. We definitely will have a Celebrations episode coming soon, kind of a what we know so far, kind of a little bit of a preview, since that set comes out in, my lord, a month and a week and a half. A month and a week and a half that set is coming out as well. And, by then we might know about a new set coming out in December, November time. I think maybe something in December could still drop at the end of the year. But with that being said, that's going to do it for us today with TNC, All Things Cards. Thanks again for coming to hang out with Adam and myself. We'll see you next time.